All right, this our new hit by NBA Young Jada, produced by NBA Young Jada. We got everything. We got everything. We got everything. 'Cause everything is me. Trinity Señora, Queen ENT, we up. Señora, back with another video, Book of Life, while I retwist my hair and show y'all my concoction for real for my hair. I know y'all been like, what been Trinity Señora been at? I haven't been really posting on my other platforms. I'm trying to get y'all over here on YouTube, because the YouTube is going to give y'all new life. The stuff on YouTube is going to change your life, change your way of living, change how you move, change your perspective. It's going to be the big change. This is going to be new life. Kingdom Come, Thy Will Be Done. New programming. So y'all need to bring your butts over onto YouTube. Now, I know y'all looking for a Kingdom Fitness video. Now, I need to clean the studio because the content, I don't want it to look messy in the background. So I got to start, like, either bringing this outside or, like, clean up the station. Like, I need more storage for my station. But I'm going to tell y'all today's plays for the fitness, because this is part of my book of life. I told y'all my biggest therapy is my fitness journey, my workout. And you want to balance it. And I ain't trying to tell y'all, oh, I need to be skinny. I need to be super toned and tight. I'm not telling y'all that. I'm just telling y'all to get the blood flowing. That's why Kingdom Fitness is 15 to 30-minute workouts per day. You could walk. You could do sets. You could do kettlebells. You could do jump ropes. You could do squats. You can do planks. It's a variety of workouts you can do. You can modify it at your own rate. But the goal of Kingdom Fitness is just to get the blood flowing. Because when you get the blood flowing and you get your oxygen flowing through your body, it goes through your brain and you can start thinking differently. Okay, a part of my enlightenment journey, a part of me finding who I am, my power, my strength to stand solid and sound in the midst of chaos and confusion, was to work out and get the oxygen flowing to my brain. Once the oxygen started flowing to my brain, I was able to think things through before I reacted to them. You know how they say, think before you react? That's what I had to learn. I learned it the hard way, though. Because people make a mockery of you easily if you allow them to get under your skin and you don't think things through. So gratitude for all the demons. You know, I have dominion. So I run the demons. I told you demons work for me every time I go. Trinity Señora, the boss. They real for real. Book of Life. But demons work for me every time I go. You know, I don't crucify my demons. You got to find the balance in between light and darkness, because all things work in the balance. One thing I learned in this journey, nobody was created for no reason. Everybody has a purpose. Everything, being, entity has a purpose in the ecosystem, in the environment. Okay, and I'm learning my environment, and I'm learning how to use the skill sets of all the beings in my environment to create my new program. Okay, the universe gave me these beings for a reason. So none of them are going to go to waste. None of them are trash to me. All of them have worth. They got worth. They're worthy. They're worthy of something. You know, some of them get beyond themselves and think they're worthy of just draining all your energy and all your resources, but that's imbalance. You're worthy of something. You're worthy to play your role in the environment so you can add to the collective. And I told you, this place that I came from, that's what we used to do. Everybody had something that they can contribute to the entire community. So that's what I'm understand that all my beings who aided in the chaos, the confusion, me going to jail, me being in and out of mental homes, you know, me serving me drugs, toxins, poisoning my food, raping my children, raping me, robbing me, crucifying me, had a purpose in my environment. They had a purpose to aid me in the new programming. Because had it not been for them, I would have not learned to isolate. I would have not learned to write down my thoughts. I would have not learned to, exercise, to think things through. I wouldn't have not learned the power of my manifestation. I would not have learned the power of my mind. I would have not learned to alchemize my energy. So everybody has a purpose. And this place that I'm envisioning, the quote is like I want to say my mission statement is, you are somebody. You are somebody. You are something. A sum of things. And we are a sum of things. That's why we create a multitude. That's why my energy covers a multitude. Okay? Queen ENT, Trinity, Señora, Queendom come, thy will be done. Now, that's why I came on here to tell y'all, everybody, everything, entity, being, power, energy, magic, darkness, light, whatever you is in between, aided in this progression, aided in this platform, aided in the new programming. Okay? So gratitude for all of them who came against me, because I found my strength, my wisdom, my enlightenment, my integrity, my solitude, my foundation, my empire in the midst of the chaos. Now, we're going to talk about how we're going to use that today, how we using in this energy, because I see a lot of, one thing the community is good about doing is vindicating people. And I've been through that. Tyrants do that. They're very vindictive. They attack you for no reason, but everything has a reason. See, I was thinking like, why are they attacking me for no reason? I ain't bothering nobody. But it does bother people when you don't bother people. The reason why, because when you're not bothering people, you're concocting everything you think, everything you act on, it produces an energy in your environment. So they were attacking me because of the energy that I was producing unawareingly. Because the energy looked like solitude. The energy looked like isolation. The energy looked like creation. The energy looked like peace. The energy looked like enlightenment. The energy looked like wisdom. And you got to balance everything, because you got to use your energy and compile it with the energy of all the beings in your environment to make it work for everybody. Like I said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Everything I was doing, it was for my country. But it had to, I had to mix the pot and blend it in so they can take it. And I've told y'all this in past videos. I sit back here and make medicine. I cook up. I'm whipping up in the studio. That's why I say if y'all ever see me go to prison, it's because I was whipping up a concoction to create a new balance, a new programming. You can get arrested for this. You can get arrested for this because you're taking away from their system and creating your own system. So this is why the government or whoever, these higher entities, they come after people like me who can think for themselves, because we have enough strength to rebuild a system. So if y'all see me in cuffs, that's what it was. Now, I'm gonna get deep on this now. Now, gratitude though for the environment for aiding in the contribution of the new program, because I needed to make it, the medicine, good enough for them to take, because as I learned from my fish in my tank, sometimes your love be too potent. That love spell is very potent. It's strong. It's very strong. And when they drink it and they toxic, it'll kill them. It would make them drop dead. So this is how we destroy the environment. And I always talk about invasive species. I say the animals be getting out of balance, so they send in them invasive species to balance them out, because they making too much of a mess, like what happened in the Everglades when they put all them pythons in there. And I'm like, what was them alligators and all that stuff doing out there in the Everglades for the pythons to sit there and throw them off like that? This is how I be thinking. I think in depths of this. You learn a lot from the animals. Lessons from nature, okay? But that's the same thing that happened here. But instead, because I'm feeling like these beings are the invasive species throwing off the balance. But one person, one entity, one structure, one mind, body, and spirit, threw off their whole balance by just sitting in the house. Yes, that's the power. I carry. And this is why they always attacking me, because my power overflows. My energy is potent. That spell is potent. So when I give y'all this love, wisdom, enlightenment, if it's too strong, it can kill the environment. And we don't want to kill our environment. So we got to make it just right. So this is what I learned from my fish. So how they kept dropping dead, it was that love spell. It was too much energy in my tank. Because I'm like, damn, who keep sabotaging my fish tank? They putting salt. They doing all this stuff to poison my fish. But I realized they're experimenting on my waters too. Because they're blending in all their evils to make the water good enough for them to take it. Gratitude. R.I.P. Diddy. If y'all ain't watching the Diddy Diaries, subscribe to the YouTube. Go down to the Diddy Diaries. Watch me, marine biologist Lucia Chavez, gather information on how to maintain a successful environment for a fish to thrive. There we go. So I said all that to say that's what my environment was doing. They was poisoning and polluting my fish because they needed the environment to be stable enough for them. And they are poison. They are toxic. So your love spell was just not potent enough for them. It was too potent. They couldn't take it because when they drink it, they die. So they needed to like put some of their energy in it so they can take the drink so we can aid in the new programming. So it has to balance. So that's what they taught me, how to balance the water. Even though their water, they was so toxic, they killed the damn fish. That just goes to show you how toxic they are. And my love spell couldn't take their toxins. This is why I isolated. I know this because what they do is try to pollute your mind, your body, and your spirit to conform with them. But mind you, I am the weight. I'm the scale. So I have to be righteous. I got the weight of righteousness on me. So their poisons, when they penetrate my body, my body rejects it. And I believe that's what my fish did. I feel like my fish rejected their toxins because they were fueled off of my love spell. They were fueled off my energy. And we can't take toxic energy. Okay, but we can transmute it. We can transmute it and digest it and spit it out. Because my body dissolves toxins and we can create a balanced spell. So that's what my body does. I know this because when they have attacked me in the past with their poisons, their injections, like they've done so many evil things to me, but it aided in the balance because I learned how to balance it out. They had attacked my kidneys and my spine. And my body was just like going through the motions. Like I was sick. Like every time I try to get angry or spit out a spell with my tongue, like curse somebody out, like my back will just give out. Right when I'm about to cuss somebody out, my back just goes like my body crash. Because like I told you, this game is programmed for me to remain the scale, to remain righteous, to keep the balance. I have to be the heavy. For them, they can do whatever they want because they got the weight of me. They got that heavy on them to clean their ass. So I said all that to say is my body was crashing out. So, that's when I learned proper diet, exercise, walk, nutrition, like cleaning my blood every day. That's why I stopped eating chicken and I stopped like overeating meats. Like I don't even eat beef no more. I'm steering away from pork altogether, but I have an infatuation with pepperonis, but I've been doing good. I just switched to cheese pizza, but it's just every once in a blue moon, or once in a while, maybe once a week I was doing pepperoni pizza, but now I'm just like getting away from it altogether because the pork has too much salt. It's spiritual warfare. Pork is spiritual warfare. That's why I stay away from it. So now I'm just on a Presbyterian diet where I just eat fish and shrimps and crabs, lobsters, like seafood. And I don't eat like the crustaceans all the time either. I do dabble in shrimp quite a bit, but anyway, I transition my diet because seafood is 0 calories. Y'all didn't know it is 0 calories. So, it keeps me lighter and it keeps my head like thinking. And I know I can't have a lot of salt either. So I just learned proper diet, nutrition, exercise, cleaning out my system, eating bananas, fruits, to like take out all the toxins. Now, this is what I learned and the experiment with them. So that's why I'm going to get my waters together. Hopefully they don't dilute the water with their nonsense again. I had to empty out the whole tank. It's just a little bit of water at the bottom, but the universe is like now that I'm speaking through this, it's the reason why it's still a little bit of water left at the bottom, because that water is low, like they ass, it's low. And it's the reason why it's low. So you know your body needs a little bit of poison to fuel and survive the environment. Like your body got to adapt to the poisons to survive in this environment, right? So that's why I feel like that little bit of water that was left in the tank was they poison, like they concoction, they medicine. So all the new waters that I'm gonna flush in is gonna dilute that water. They saying I'm whitewashing them, but they need to be clean. They were very dirty. And you know one thing about whitewashing people, cleaning them up real good, it gives them more energy to go get more dirt. So I'm helping y'all. It's like I'm resetting you. It's like a reset, like a new life. That's what it is, like a new life. You know how in a video game you die, and then you can upload with a new character, like with all the energy, you got all the points, it got all the, like, you got everything, like all the, like, okay, so the old character dies at 0, negative 100 points, right? That's how bad they be. They go in the negatives. They be in overdraft. They be in the negatives. So when they come to Queen, we get rid of that whole entity and we upload you a brand new entity, and it's full, it's 100. Like the battery is 100%. So now you got move the room around to get to negative 100 again. You see what I'm saying? So it gives you time, space, and opportunity to transition how you want to play now. You can play a different way to keep your battery full, or you could keep playing in the same toxic cycle you was doing last time and get back to negative 100 and come back to the queen who kept herself clean for your ass to get a new life. That's how that game works. This is what they're doing. But I'm telling them, they talking about I'm whitewashing them. Y'all need to be clean because y'all negative 100 right now. At negative 100, you're dead. We can't even bring that back to life. We can't even bring it back to life. That's how messy you were. It was so dirty we could not bring it back to life. It was so, the thermostat dropped. They were below. They broke the thermostat. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I had to give y'all new life, so I had to clean y'all so good that gives y'all the opportunity to play this game within the new balance, okay? And when in the new balance, you can determine what you want to do with your full battery. You can get your battery back to negative and crash out. Or you say, well, you know, I learned my lesson from this past lifetime, how bad I was doing. Maybe I'm going to change a little things here and there. You know, I might still be a little toxic as fuck, but maybe this time instead of, if I see somebody I like, because I know this is how men behave. They behave like children. I'm just giving an example. You know how like little boys, if they like a girl, they pull her hair or do something evil to her to get her attention. So now, since they learned how dirty they got in a past life of messing with the girl they like destroying the girl that they like, maybe this time in this new life, they're going to be like, I'm going to approach this different. Instead of like pulling her hair, let me just go tell her I like her. And then look, you was at 100, right? Your battery's at 100. Now it's at 110. Just from that transition, right? So you get the girl. Now you everything's a learning process. It's a trial and error. So now you don't told her you feeling her. Now this is men's biggest worry. Now I'm scared that now she know I'm feeling her. She's going to take advantage of me, right? So here's how it can go. This is how the play can go. She's either going to acknowledge the fact, okay, he's trying. He likes me. You know, I'm going to be good to him. Or she could be the type that, I'm going to play him. He a sucker. So she sucker you and hurt your feelings. So now that she suckered you and hurt your feelings, you can A, get back at her by hurting her feelings. Or B, you can fall back, review yourself, review what traits that you like, dislike, what you will tolerate or what you won't tolerate. You can get back in the game with her. And, help mold her mind to help her understand, look, I'm serious. Like, put her in check. Like, if this not what you want, I could show you, I could leave. And here's how part A will work for you in your favor. So part A, you let her know, I could leave. I could do this. I can give my love and my affection, my energy to another woman or another being or whatever you is, because I really want to get away from this man-woman thing. I don't like that. But anyway, whoever you want to be with, give your energy to somebody who's going to pour back into you. Now, she's either going to, A, take advantage of you and be like, oh, no, babe, it's not like that. Manipulate you, make you think, it's something that it's not going to be, and you tag along and you just draining your battery because she's playing you. Or she could be straightened up and then she add another 10 points to your battery because y'all both together now in sync. So you boosting her battery, she boosting yours. Now, if she's one of those ones that drain your battery, let's say your battery lose another 10 points. So now you done lost 20 points messing with this girl because she don't hurt you first time, she gonna hurt you the second time. Now, this is, I'm telling it, this is for the men now. I'm trying to help you keep your batteries full. So now she don't, now you negative 20. So you could either A, be like, I'm gonna get this girl back and hurt her feelings, manipulate her and play her ass, which is going to drain your battery. Because you know what, it's a boomerang effect. What you put out is what you get back. So you can do something to drain her battery. But remember, whatever you do to her, it's going to come back on you. So your battery can go down another 10 points. So now you're down 30. Or you could be like, I'm going to walk away, recoup, find myself, do whatever I got to do, whatever your gift is. It might be building something, exercising, reading, or taking care of kids. I don't know, whatever you do. Shoot, getting a new job, making more money, whatever you do to make yourself feel better about yourself, get a haircut, whatever. So you doing that, you taking time, you putting back into yourself. Now your points go up. You see how quick your points went back up? So that 20 points you lost wasting, giving her 2 chances, you gave yourself another 10 points because you put the energy back in yourself instead of wasting, because you could have wasted another 10 points. So you could have been down 30 by trying to get back at her. Or you can go up 10 from the 20 that you lost by putting back into yourself. So now that you putting back in yourself and going working on you, you feeling good, your vibration's high, you looking good, and now you don't learn how this girl don't play you now. So now your vibration's high. We don't chase, we attract. So your energy different. So you're gonna attract a quality woman. Now this woman, whatever, or being, man, female, whatever. So now that you out, you don't put the points back into yourself because you don't left the girl alone who don't drop your 20 points. If you put the points back on yourself, now you're going to meet, after you don't spend that time with yourself, you're going to meet somebody on your vibration. Maybe, it's give and take, it's trial and error. So this next person might be like, dang, I'm feeling you, but now your guard up because you know how that other girl played you. So now you're going to take it real slow. You're going to take your time, get to know them. You're going to assess their character, see how they moves. You're not going to do them nasty because the first trial didn't work. You're going to be yourself. You just not going to tell them, okay, I really like you this time. You're going to let them prove themselves worthy, and you got to put the same energy in. You may not put as much because you learned from the first one, right? So now you really getting to taking your time, this person feeding into you. This how you know, because when your batteries start charging from the new person you meet, this how you know. You say, I ain't tell her I liked her or nothing. I'm just getting to know her. I'm talking to her, whatever y'all doing. Y'all rocking, right? So y'all rocking together, and as you're rocking with her, mind you, you don't lost 20 points already, but you got 10 points back because you put the points back into yourself, right? You put the points back into yourself, so you up 10, and the new person you rocking with, they really rocking with you. If they're really rocking with you, you'll know because your points gonna go up. So the 20 points you lost, gain back 10 because you put into yourself. Now you only down 10 points, but this new person, they putting the same energy that you putting in. So they're bringing the same energy. They on the same type of time you on. So now you back up 20 points. Now you charge that 100%. That's how you know if that's the person for you. Because they don't put back in to your battery. So whatever that last witch did, who knocked you down 20 points, you back up 100. Because you left that old thing alone. Now you could go the alternate route and go back and forth. This is why I don't go back and forth to each his own. To each his own. I ain't trying to mess. I know that's a system for y'all. But I'm wiser than this. This I know better. So this how I'm thinking. Now, if you choose option B and be like, nah, I'm going to get back at her. Then y'all go back and forth. And now all the points down. Your battery drained. Everybody negative 100 because you chose to go back and forth. And even if you just didn't go back and forth with her, you took that same energy. Because let's say y'all went back and forth for a while. So now you're down 50. Your battery is half full. And you finally leave that person alone after going back and forth and they drained your battery down to 50. Now you taking time to yourself and you meet somebody else, and because you still hurt from that person snatching 50 points off your battery, you gonna do that evil shit to the next person. So now you draining yourself trying to do evil shit to the next person for the stuff that the other person did. So now you're going down. This is how your battery is getting drained. And this is how y'all get so dirty. It's a dirty game. So I'm giving y'all tips on your new life, okay? This is why y'all niggas keep resurrecting. Because y'all ass don't never get it right. Y'all don't never try something different. Y'all keep the same karmic cycles and patterns. You don't have a progressive mindset. Now, all that's going to go through the ups and downs, highs and lows. That's this game. Our battery going to be up, down till you charge it. We got to charge our battery along the game. But some of y'all just don't get charged because y'all just stay toxic and stay toxic. And now everybody negative 100 and everything's going away. So the universe was like, we're going to gift y'all this scale. We're going to give y'all Trending Señora, red coffee. We're going to give y'all her. Y'all can drink the red coffee and get a new life and be at full battery and try things a different way to keep your battery full. Or you could do the same shit you was doing and just be negative, but red coffee not going to give you new life. That's how that shit going to go this time. This go around is do or die. That's how that shit going to go. Because only the strong will survive. That's how we doing this. Now, I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all free game. But this is how I'm thinking. This is my perspective. So I said all that to say with the waters, we had to blend some of the toxins so like we can carry that load, that iniquity, that pain, power, passion, pressure, poison from your past life into the new life so we can learn from our mistakes. Because if we don't have no, how they say, you don't know where you're going unless you remember where you came from, right? So we got to remember that, okay, in this past life, I was down negative 100. Everybody died. So this new life, I got to take what the lessons that I learned, and it's going to either make me or break me. And that's how we doing this game. Queen ENT, Trending Señora, new programming. So that's what we doing. So anyway, but I said all that to say is like, gratitude for the lessons, not losses, because they create the best bosses. And I quote Señora Chavez. It created the best boss, which is me. So gratitude for them sacrificing my fish with their poison and leaving their poison so we can get it right. We gonna get the perfect blend so y'all could take it and y'all won't die. So, I need that banana. So, today I did kettlebells. I did my 3-mile walk and I did 50 jump ropes to get my body right. So a little goes a long way. That's why I say I only want y'all to walk 15 to 30 minutes, 4 to 5 days a week. It'll change how you play the game. It'll change how you use your battery. There you go. 15 to 30 minutes a day will change how you use your battery. So today I'm going to mix my own concoction. So I got my little spray bottle. We got some pure water, pure life. I got some Shining Jam with honey extract. And then we got this oil, this argan oil. It's handcraft blends from Amazon, another Amazon find. So I'm going to mix this concoction in here, y'all. And spray on my twist and redo my twist and give y'all this book of life. But lessons not lost, let's create the best bosses. So when life, like, you know, my old life, I told you this game is like they kill. It's like murder. It's murder game. Murder Inc. It's murder. They on a murder mission. But gratitude, all things work in the balance. That's why I say it ain't, you know, as long as the scales weigh out, because all things are going to work in the balance for you. That's why I say all the nonsense that I went through just contributed to my progression, because, you know, I always wanted to be a CEO, a farmer, a judge. I've always wanted to be the one-stop shop, like my own world, right? So be careful. They say be careful what you wish for, because it will come true. And that's exactly what happened. My wish came true. But how my wish came true, they had to kill the old me to bring out the new me, to make sure the wish that I projected, because like I said, ask not what you can do for your country, but what your country can do for you. For the projection to work for the country, it had to make sure it had all the seasonings from everybody in the country for the gift to be shared with everybody. Because the gift is not just for me, the gift is to take care of everybody. Your gifts are for everybody. I would be selfish if the gift was just for me. The gift is for everybody. So for everybody to eat off this gift, that's why I said they be taxing your gifts. That's why they tax. I guess that's the concept behind the tax. But for everybody to eat off this gift, they have to kill you. They got to kill the old you. Kill your old mindsets. Kill your old energies. Kill your old thoughts. Kill your old beliefs. Kill your old lifestyle. They got to kill the old you, because the old you is self-centered. The old you don't know nothing. The old you don't know about the needs of the people around you. It don't, and you know, I've always wanted to cater to the needs of my people. Don't get me wrong. I've always wanted to be this, right? I've always wanted to cater to the needs of the people. But how can you cater to the needs of the people if you don't know what they need? And nobody's going to flat out tell you that, hey, I'm toxic. I need to be toxic to thrive. I need to be evil to thrive. Ain't nobody going to tell you that. You going to learn it along the way after they murder your ass. Nobody going to tell you this. You got to learn this after they murder you. So that's why they got to murder your ass. So nobody's going to tell you this. Nobody's going to tell you this. So it was good. It was a trial and error. It was a lesson. Lessons, not losses, create the best bosses. That's why I don't count them as losses. I count them as lessons. Because had they not murdered me, had they not been greedy, selfish, envious, I would have never knew what they needed to thrive. I would have never knew how to feed them. I would have never knew how to mix the concoction to make it just right for their ass to eat it. Because you could say, you know, oh, I want to take care of people. I want to be a philanthropist. You could say this shit all day. But if you don't know what your children need to thrive, that's just like children. Like when you know, when they go to the school, they ask you if your kids have any allergies. What are they allergic to? You know, do they need glasses? You see what I'm saying? You got to figure out what they need so they can be successful in your school. That's the same how this game of life, the environment works the same way. That's how you know, like what I learned from the animals. Like, you know, they need nutrients from the grass. You're not gonna know what the grass needs to provide the nutrients unless you go learn how the grass operates, right? So that's how I be feeling like these people are. I gotta learn how they operate. You know, I say I want to be a leader in this and that, but the leadership things that I acquired were for, you know, based on my own expertise. You got to learn everybody's level of expertise and what they need to thrive. So that's what the murder did for me. Them trying to kill me, them killing or whatever they did, destroying me, and, you know, the blasphemy and all the nonsense that they've done. It helped me learn them. It helped me understand them. You know, it helped me realize what they needed. It was like study of human character. Like, what do these beings need to thrive? So I have gratitude that they did that, because had they not done that, I wouldn't have never been able to come up with a safe environment for them to thrive in. So I needed all that energy to build a new the new balance. That's how it goes. So gratitude. So like I said, y'all might see this post. Y'all see this post on my YouTube, the short. It was this, you know, they mocking the man because, you know, they had the CEO try to make the McDonald's food. And everybody laughing at him because it seemed like he did like a fake. Like he was being phony when he was trying it. He was faking like it was good and it wasn't good to him. It was nothing that he would actually eat or endure. But he had to make it look good for the public to make them eat it and endure it. Like, you know how I always say, I wouldn't put nobody through. If I wouldn't do it myself, I wouldn't do it to you. I live by that. Do unto others as you want done to you. If I wouldn't want you to do it to me, I wouldn't do it to you, right? So that's why I say I would be a good CEO, because I done been through it. I don't had it done to me. But in this video, the CEO was faking, and the guy, he did like a parody of what the CEO did at McDonald's. It was so funny. Y'all got to watch the video. But I was saying, like, I earned my stripes. Like, I've ate the Big Mac. I know exactly what the Big Mac was. I've ate the Big Mac. And it was horrible. It gave me hell, but it made me new. It gave me, it's like I needed to eat the Big Mac because the poisons and the toxins from the no shade to McDonald's. I ain't saying the Big Mac is poison. McDonald's don't sue me. I'm just giving like an analogy, okay? And they need to sue that man who tried that McDonald's on that viral video. Don't sue me, sue him. Because I have an actual video of me eating the sweetie Big Mac meal and eating the whole freaking Big Mac and enjoying it. So don't sue me, McDonald's. I'm just giving an analogy, okay? I wasn't like him. Y'all need to sue his ass. But in the video, like the parody of him trying it, like he spit it out. He says, the camera stopped, and he hurried up and spit it out because he didn't want it. He ain't like the Big Mac. So I feel like, how can you be a good leader if you can't go through the same shit that you're putting your people through, right? So that's how I feel. That's why I always say it's communism, because all for one, one for all, because if y'all, what you do to me, everybody got to go through. What one go through, everybody got to go through. This how you learn your lessons. This how trial and error works. Because what do unto others as you want done. You can't get mad if you don't did it to somebody else and they do it back to you. You can't be acting like that. Because the one thing about it, one thing about communism, it's gonna teach a lot of people how to treat people. It's gonna make them act right. Because now, before you go, okay, I'm gonna set this girl up. I'm gonna put roaches in this girl house. Okay. So now you don't did this to this girl. You don't got the glory of putting roaches in this girl house. You bragging around town, oh, she got roaches. And nobody know you put the damn roaches in there. You did it. But you bragging like, oh, it's roaches in this girl house. Like, she ain't shit. She got roaches in her house. You selling her out like a dog. Mind you, the girl might not care. If the girl do care, because she takes pride in a clean house, and you're hurting her feelings or whatever, making her feel some type of way. If it gets done, you can't be mad. Because now when somebody go put roaches in your house and everybody talking about you the same way, you put somebody else through that. Remember that. So now the next time you think you going to put some roaches in somebody's house, you going to thank him like, damn, if I put roaches in these people's house, I'm going to get roaches. Now I might not do it. You see how quick that game cleans up? It's a cycle. Boomerang effect. So now people thinking shit through. And that's why I like that video, because that was a powerful video that boy pointed out for these CEOs and these monsters, these industry giants who be putting us through hell and mistreating us like lab rats. A lot of y'all need to be mistreated. I understand why they do what they do. But some of these industry giants, like, they take advantage of the ones who can actually be a change. For example, myself. You can't treat... Everybody shouldn't get the same treatment because everybody has a different level of expertise. And this is how you test them, trial and error. So I was tested in this lab rat experiment. So I was tested. So they put me in the county jail, put me on the jail food diet, the dirty ass jail clothes, the toxic ass jail showers, the horrible ass jail slides. Like, they put me through it, right? They put me through the test. And everybody had to go through the test. And I made it out strong. I came back strong, stronger than ever. Better than I was before. It just gave me strength. I feel like it gave me rank. So I did good in my challenge. And I showed y'all I can commune with everybody. I can work with people. That's why I say a good, vivacious leader will be able to commune with the tribe. Find out the needs of the people so they can cater to the needs of the people to allow them to thrive in the balance. Thrive in the balance. Keyword, in the balance. In the balance. In the balance. Because a lot of y'all off balance. This is why these industry giants dog people the way they do. I understand why they do what they do. But what happens is when they see a character that may outshine them, outrank them, they do them more dirty. And that crap backfires and hits their ass. And they fall down with the lab rats that they fucked over. And now they got to live like the lab rats they fucked over. That's how that shit go. And I always say this, as a high-ranking official. I say, one thing about Queen Señora, I ain't have to step on no toes. I ain't have to tell nobody down to get to the top. That's why I will stay at the top. That's why I will stay a leader. I will be an eternal reign. Because I did it in the balance. I didn't screw nobody over. I ain't kill nobody. Well, a lot of people have to die in the experimentation because they off balance. They kill themselves. They got to blame it on somebody, but they really killing themselves. But y'all, I'll be the villain. That's fine. They saying I'm killing people. I'm a murderer. I got my murder marks all over my face. I have murdered a lot of people. Hands down. But they only got murdered because I was righteous. They attacked the righteous. They attacked me for no reason. So they really killed themselves because they were out of balance. You can only hit somebody so many times who ain't done nothing to you till you hit them that last time and you fall. Because that person not moving. That person not doing nothing to you. So you kill yourself when you keep bullying people. That's how that game go. So a lot of people has killed themselves bullying me. Trying to bully me. That's what happened. So that's why this wipeout happened. That's why I got all these murder marks on me. But I said all that to say, this is what's happening to the industry right now. This is what's happening to the industry. So these industry giants, they put me through a series of tests. Like they test everybody else. That's why I say an all for one, one for all. That's why when people get mad at me because I'm still standing, it's like they're testing some people's level of expertise is good in certain areas. Like they might have tested me for being able to be a vivacious leader, right? You may not have passed the leadership test because you was doing evil shit to people. You were corrupt. You were evil as fuck. So you want to crucify me for passing the leadership test, and all you had to do was do right by people. You could have passed the leadership test yourself, but that may not be your level of expertise. Your expertise might be creating leaders because you're always doing evil shit. So so your expertise can be to attack people like me to get us in our position so we can take care of people. You see, everybody has a purpose. That's why I say on my mission statement, you are somebody. Everybody has a purpose. Every being, entity, whatever spirit that you're carrying has a purpose. You add into the seasoning. Now, some of y'all can't accept your position, and y'all get y'all get the big head, because it's like, how dare she pass the test and outrank me? And then you do more evil shit and more evil shit and more evil shit. Then you fall off and die and be mad because you did. And when you could have just focused on your job and helped create other leaders by doing evil shit to everybody. You just was so pressed on this one getting their job, working on themselves, and getting the job that they applied for, that you lose sight of the bigger picture. And that's why you die. That's how that happens. You're imbalanced. But I want to say these industry giants, they got imbalanced because they found somebody who could actually pass the test. And their biggest worry is like, oh no, they can't surpass us. So now we're going to do more evil shit to them. And the whole time I'm thinking, I thought the whole purpose was the test because y'all needed somebody who can lead them to make sure they stay good, to make sure they stay in the position that they're in. You know, like I say, thrive in the balance. I know the real meaning behind that, but I'm not going to blast y'all industry giants because I'm balanced. I know better because I know exactly what my job is. I know my job. I know what the game, I know what I'm assigned to do. So I'm working. You see how I work in the balance? I'm working for my people and I'm working for y'all. I'm right in the middle. Light, darkness. That's how that shit go. So I know my job. That's why I feel like y'all press me so hard to make sure I get this shit right. But what happens is, or maybe they just pimp slapping me. That could be it, so I can stay in the balance. Because all things work for the balance, right? So I be feeling like they be pimp slapping in me to make sure that, okay, stay in your place. But I ain't trying to get in your place. I'm just trying to do my job. I'm trying to work in the balance to make sure everybody is good. Like everybody is thriving in their positions, thriving in the balance. But some of them, they get, I don't know, it works. All things work for the balance. But I want to say, because they may not be doing this awarenessly, but the game is coded to stay balanced, right? But whether they're doing it unawarenessly or awarenessly, those who are doing it unawarenessly, trying to like keep knocking me, like trying to kill me, like shake me like a rag doll to unalive me. They don't know what they're doing. They messing up the game because they trying to make me have an outer body, but they don't know the reason why I can't have an outer body, because I'm the thing that's going to keep everything balanced. I'm going to keep everybody on their side. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to keep everything in order. Like I'm the glue. I'm the glue. I'm the glue. So it's like some of them might be doing this unawarenessly, not realizing, you know, we're just pimp slapping her to make sure she stays straight and keep her job, do what she's supposed to do. And that's to keep them here and keep us here, right? So I get that. I get the objective of that. But for that, the universe don't tell us no lies. For that boy to have done that video, that parody of him, it was a powerful message in that, because I feel like the CEOs are being punished for what they have done to me. Because the shit that I have been through, they would never go through. And then for them to, you know, try to say that I'm not ready or I'm not able, or try to prove that I'm less than them, like to keep my mind focused on being less than, you know, it ain't trying to keep my mind on, okay, you got to stay balanced, you know, because they do got to pimp slap you to keep balance, right? But they may have not been thinking that. They may have been thinking like, I just don't like her winning. I don't like her looking better than me, so I'm gonna just do this evil shit to her, right? And that was an example of, you know, damn, like it's karma, the boomerang effect. What you put out is what you get back. So I feel like these industry giants, they got the boomerang with me because they was wrong for how they did me. They was imbalanced for what they did, because it's one thing to test you and prepare you for your job, but all that extra shit they were doing was based on ego. It was based on ego and not trying to feel. It's like their emotions didn't want to feel inferior to me. It wasn't based on like a company decision where, you know, yeah, she's doing her job, but we got to make sure she know how to do her job and stay here. She got to stay the glue. She can't be all over here or all over here. You got to be right here so everything can stay together. Now, it'd be different. Y'all was having a meeting and making sure the glue stayed here. But y'all was in this meeting just like, how dare she? The audacity. We hate this bitch. Let's go fuck her up more. You see what I'm saying? That shit was imbalanced. And that's why I feel like they got the boomerang where y'all got to eat the same shit y'all dish to me. And that was the lesson in that. That's why I say I will be a phenomenal CEO, because I've actually had to eat the shit that I'm feeding you. Facts. So this is how that game work. That's the game. So Trending Señora, y'all like, subscribe to YouTube. This is my book of life. I know y'all like, she ain't even touch her hair. But I just wanted to show y'all the concoction that I mixed to do my hair. Like, everybody's buying. I'm going to be selling this. This going to be on my online store. Queen oils, my hairsprays. I'm going to do cleaning supplies. I'm going to take over the game. Like, the industry going to be mine. Like, one thing I give them, that's why I say I don't, everything work in the balance. So whether they were doing this awareingly or unawareingly, it all worked in my favor. Them taking everything and robbing me blind and raping me, it allowed me to alchemize my energy. So it showed me, okay, you got the gift to do this on your own, queen. Like, you got the gift to create your own ecosystem. You're a farmer. You're a marine biologist. Like, you can create everything around you. Like, you can create a sacred, balanced environment for everyone to thrive in the balance. You can do this. So them shutting me out of society, murdering me, you know, just putting me in jail, eating the dog food. Getting beat up, like just getting stripped, like it just showed me like, queen, you have powerful gifts. You're so powerful. And that's what I guess the ongoing joke is. They didn't mean, like, they accidentally let me stumble across my power because they've been trying to suppress it so long. And you know how I always say, they always say I'm so powerful. I'm so powerful. And I know what I think I can create, but I was like, I don't feel powerful because I can't do nothing. You know, but I can do everything. I am everything. I am everything. So, gratitude for being everything and everything in me. It's not on you, it's in you. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. So, gratitude also for being everything in the balance. That's the key, because a lot of people, like, you know how Megamind was in that movie? I don't know. I forgot what movie. I think it was Monsters vs. Aliens. It might have been Monsters vs. Aliens. One of them movies, it was this blue monster, and he had the big head. His head was so big, and he just wanted to take over everything. Like, like Megamind was crazy. Like, he just say, it's all mine. I'm gonna puppet everybody. Like, that type of deal. I'm not on that. Like, I'm not in my ego with it. I have really lived this with purpose. I'm not doing this because I want to be big. I'm doing this because I want to get this balance so we can coexist. I will never be Megamind, because one thing about Megamind, his objective was just to control everything, everybody, you know. But if it's balanced, you can let go of the controls because they're already coded to be balanced, to make sure it stay where it need to stay so it can flow like a river, right? A healthy river, light, darkness, balance. So if you got that glue there, ain't nothing gonna mess it up. Like, ain't nothing gonna poison and pollute the water where everything goes away. So, you know, I was born with purpose. It's purpose in my DNA. It's purpose in my blood. It's purpose in this vessel. It's purpose in this eyes and this vision. It's purpose in my tongue. It's purpose in my mind. It's purpose in my hands. It's purpose in my feet. Like, this, I live this. I'm true to this. I'm true to this. You know, Royal High Priestess, I had to teach this because I am from a balanced world. I'm from gold. This gold. I'm from gold. I'm golden. Like that, you can't shake or break or taint that. It's solid all the way through, in and out. You know, these things like ego and jealousy and greed and chaos, confusion, those are the ways of this program, this current programming. And this is why y'all get imbalanced. But what I'm creating is, you can be yourself. If you're toxic, but you got the glue here, so ain't nothing gonna tell everything. Okay, Queen NT, Trending Señora. Like, subscribe, comment. More content coming soon. Love y'all. And y'all take care of your hair. Natural beauty, y'all. I'm a natural beauty, baby. Okay, take care of your scalp. Take care of your hair. Alchemize on your gifts. And we gonna get this right. Queen NT, the new programming. Mwah.